Hello, welcome into the Lone Wolf Tarot. I am the Lone Wolf, and we're going to be diving into something that you may need to hear right now. Okay, with that being said, this is a timeless reading, so what you get when you get it is what you get, okay? So don't hold me to nothing. All right. So speaking of time, we have the Two of Pentacles coming out. There could be some type of need for you to figure out how to like manage your priorities better or balance some things out. Perhaps maybe you're also juggling a choice potentially. We're gonna get some more information. That was two cards, so I just didn't take it. Okay. All right. So there's heavy a decision that you need to be making. Okay. Damn, we have so 222 could be significant. Could we have all twos here? So we have the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. So basically, there's like something that you're trying to figure out, something that you're trying to plan fully, something that you're trying to like get your mind around, trying to potentially. I don't know, man. So it's heavy giving, like you're trying to wrap your mind around it though, because we do have third eye energy, third eye chakra with all these cards as well, and it's giving like you're not fully aware of what you could potentially be getting yourself into. So that's what's making the choice a little difficult for you, perhaps. Okay, yeah, there could be like fears and anxieties as well when it comes to it, and it's like because you're not fully able to make a decision, you're not making a decision. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like you're trying to figure out. Maybe you're spending a lot of time on it. It's also giving because we had the Knight of, like when I pulled out the 222, we had the Knight of Hearts, right? Why am I saying hearts? I'm so sorry. The Knight of Cups out here at the bottom of the deck at the beginning. So it's like it's potential that you need to just follow your heart and follow what would make you happy, like happiest type of energy, what will bring you peace in a way. So, okay. So yeah, you're planning something, you're trying to figure it out. You're not like you're getting more information on the situation, or you need to get more information on the situation with the Two of Swords type of thing. It's just heavy giving like you're not fully aware of what choice to make. Can we get more information on this choice? This is so crazy. Everyone's so creative. Okay, so it's something to do with like, and there needs to be some type of balance. That's why. So like, you don't want to go gun ho all in, type of energy, but you also don't want to um, not do it at all. So if it is following your dreams or doing something that potentially will make you happier as a whole, you don't want to just like jump straight into it, because I feel like that's your energy though. Like it's giving like you don't want to jump straight into it because you're like um, with the Temperance coming out, it's like giving like you need to, like, let's say you're trying to travel. This could be potentially traveling and seeing the world type of energy. Let's say you want to travel and see something that you never seen before, or do something you never done before type of energy. You don't want to like pack up all your suitcases and just leave to Dubai tomorrow, and like no round trip energy, no savings, no nothing type of thing. So it's like there's more you need to figure out. But I feel like, low key, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like you feel like, or there's a rushed energy. Like maybe potentially you feel like you are running out of time, or like there's a need for you to hurry up and decide for some reason. It's also giving like, can you do it on your own? Okay, I feel like there's a potential that you might be like working with people, depending on people, trying to and like if you do this and make this decision, you will be by yourself potentially, or not able to cooperate with people as much, or like there won't be as many solutions. Like it'll be all on your own type of energy, perhaps. It could be a romantic partner, it could be a job, it could be you just your family, like you're gonna miss your family or something, whatever you're deciding to do. But it's giving like you're moving away from them potentially. It doesn't have to be moving away, but like you're growing up energy. Like you're evolving, you're changing, and your world and your reality is changing as well, but you feel kind of stagnant because it's like you're on the precipice, like you're sitting on the energy of moving, like of making the decision. Yeah, so there's a need for you to change your perspective potentially with the Hangman, but it's also giving like maybe you just need to completely dive into something. Like maybe you just need to surrender to the way things are, like the way the cookie's crumbling type of energy. So like if something is telling you to move, or if all the signs are pointing you towards something and you just need to do it, just like low key um it's heavy giving like see yourself in that predicament already. See yourself. So maybe you need to sit down and do somebody Murphy's Law. Does anyone know what Murphy's Law is? Milo Murphy or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's like low key giving. You have to be able to be fully okay with whatever happens, you know? So there's a potential that you gotta be aware of the things that could go wrong so you can be fully ready for when things go wrong. Like already having foresight type of energy. Maybe that's like another thing you need to do. Like, okay, I need to make sure I have this much money saved up. But that feels like that low key. That feels like the energy of what's holding you back. Like it's more or less like you just need to do it type of energy. That's literally what's it's coming down to. Like there's a lot of there's a lot of energy of your mind. You know, like your mind's very much holding you back, or like you're not able to really see yourself in this perception, this reality. Maybe there's a need for you to control something as well, like you're trying to control some too much, you know, and it's like you just need to surrender, you just need to allow the divine to step in and allow things to move and guide you type of thing, like, and just start taking the first steps. So like even if let's say, right, let's say you really want to move to Africa, right, this is South Africa, let's say you want to move to South Africa, okay, and you just decide you got a little extra money and you just buy the tickets a year in advance, and now it's more real. You know what I'm trying to say? Now it's more of an action because you have a year to get everything organized. You know what I'm trying to say? To save up, to sell your things, to, you know what I'm trying to say? Do whatever you need to do. You have a year. You're giving yourself a year. So that's like the energy that you need to do, because all these are like not action cards, like not gonna lie, like this is probably the only one that's action, and even then it's more anticipation action, like more thinking about it, more like trying to make a decision, like, you know, like more like weighing the odds and stuff, and like what you expecting, what you planning, you know what I'm trying to say? So it's not really a action as in I bought the ticket, it's an action as in like, oh, okay, well, spring is cheapest, so maybe I should go in spring, and like, you know, like you're looking at the tickets type of thing, like you're not paying for it. So I'm not saying you're moving or you're like trying to travel or whatever, even though the chariot has been playing hide and seek this entire time. You could be traveling, you could be moving, you could be doing something that's like gonna take off or change the entire situation that you're in, you know what I'm trying to say, just like full-fledged. Yeah, you could be leaving some things behind, but it's low-key giving like you're just in the state of like you're not doing nothing though. So can we get some information on like the advice? Okay. So low key, yeah, you just need to make actions. So this is heavy giving take action. It's on the fence. It landed right on top of the twos as well. So it's like you need to start adding things up. You need to start making things count type of thing. You need to start like maybe asking for help, taking action, maybe like actually doing what you're passionate about, maybe making a goal or something and actually working towards that goal. Like let's say you are, you know, working at McDonald's and you want to own a franchise one day. You know what I'm trying to say? Maybe start actually showing up on time every day, even when you're tired. You know what I'm trying to say? Start picking up extra shifts. Start learning other things. You know, like actually make actions towards it instead of just making the decision that you want to move to South Africa, making the decision that you want to be an employee, a franchise owner of McDonald's and run employees. Like that's what you're doing right now. You're making a decision. You're being called to make actions. You're being called to, like we already know basically what the pros and cons are. We already know what we want out of life. We already know this type of energy. That's what it's giving. And now it's time for you to actually release all this control, all this trying to make things perfect, all this trying to like work with people or balance things out and being patient. It's like now it's time for action, okay? All right. So with that being said, yeah, it's heavy giving travel. I don't know if you're trying to travel somewhere. I don't know if you're trying to remove yourself, break up with somebody or like something. Maybe you're also like, okay, maybe you're like, you know, going through a divorce or going through a breakup and you guys are still roommates or something. Yeah, it could be like you're leaving your family behind or something of the sort, or maybe like you're trying to hold out for being reunited with this person, or maybe like you're trying to like just, I don't know if it is romantic or something, but it's low key giving like, yeah, you just gotta do this on your own. You gotta do this on your own. You gotta be Maybe the energies, let's see what these energies are bringing to the table. Oh, okay. Well, the energies are like low key. Okay, so the energies, I'm not gonna lie with you. Since it's the Knight of Cups, which was already out here at the bottom of the deck when I brought it up, it's low key giving like the energies of what's keeping you, whatever this is that you don't want to let go when it comes to like your family, maybe your community, maybe you love where you're at, maybe you love your job, maybe you like, you feel like you finally got things on track type of energy. That's what's keeping you back though, whether it's a connection, whether it's just your community where you live or something, but that's like holding you back because it's keeping you in dreamer mindset instead of living in your dream. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so you haven't manifested your dream yet, you just keep manifesting the idea of wanting it. Like you haven't made any actions yet, and that's what's keeping you there because people are maybe affirming with you, yeah, let's move to Dubai on Tuesday. Just kidding, I have a birthday party to go to. Are you coming? And then you're like, yeah, and you spend money and you're not saving up anymore. You call out of work and take a vacation when you're trying to move up in the company. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like giving like you're doing things with like you're doing things that make you happy, not gonna lie, and make you, but like you're also turning your back on what you want for yourself as a whole. Like if you want to be a content creator, you're not making content because your friends are making fun of you type of energy. You know what I'm trying to say? You're being held back. Yeah, it's your own doing that's holding you back though. It's nothing to do with this person, these people, this community, this job, this whatever. Like it's a choice that you're making and you're sticking to that choice, and that's where we're at type of energy. Okay, so closing messages that these people need to hear. She said she want to come out. She said she ain't done talking yet. Closing messages, please. Closing messages. Yeah, just take some action. What else can I say? Action's what you need to do. Maybe this is something that you need to hear. Maybe this is truth. You need to make some type of action. The divine is literally saying, hey, I low-key feel like with the hangman and the temperance, the divine is low-key being like, I got you. I'm here with you. You know what I'm trying to say? Like when you surrender, that's what the divine is asking you to do. And the only way to make a surrender is to actually make an action towards that reality. You know what I'm trying to say? Because at the end of the day, it's low key giving like your reality is not working out. I'm not saying not working out, but it's like it's giving like your reality is. How do I say this? It's like not keeping you in a lower vibration, but like it's keeping you. It's not falling apart, but it's not coming together. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's always now the energy is always like next paycheck. You know what I'm trying to say? I finally made it to this paycheck. Now I have to wait to the next paycheck. Now I have to wait till, the next time the manager comes around and show him my resume or whatever. Now I have to wait for this. Like, like it's always like, it's never satisfactory. Like it's always the next type of energy when you don't even want this reality or whatever it is, which could be paycheck to paycheck, could be a toxic relationship, could be just living in a small town where no one knows you type of energy, right? That's low key, that's possible, right? That could be where you're at. You could be living with some regrets if you choose to continue to keep going next, paycheck type of energy instead of pursuing your goals and your ambitions and actually doing the action. So it's like low key being like the divine is asking you, can you please just make one action so that we can see that you're serious about this, so we can see that you're actually going to fight for this. This could be a little bit insulting to you. Maybe you feel like you haven't put in actions and the divine hasn't been meeting you, but the divine needs to see. Unfortunately, from what I'm picking up, divine needs to see something else. Like it's giving like you're not doing enough for the divine. You should have booked them tickets last week. You should have gave away all your clothes. You know what I'm trying to say? You should have started trying to make money on at home or something, whatever. If it is traveling, this is low key giving traveling. Not gonna lie, but it's like if it's anything. So the devil was at the bottom several times. So I'm just going to ask, what does the devil want to talk about? Because what's going on with this devil? Oof. Okay, so with the devil coming out, there is a fight in your head. There is an argument. There is a What if it doesn't work out? What if it does work out? What if it falls apart? What if it gets picked back up again? What if I'm stranded? What if I'm not? What if I'm, and this is the energy. It's so conflicting. You feel me? And that's keeping you hella stagnant type of energy as well. It's like giving like you just can't make an action because you're so scared. And that's totally fine, by the way. You're dependent on somebody. You're dependent on something. You feel comfortable because of the dependency. Even if it's something that's toxic like the devil energy, you're dependent on it, and it's causing you to do this back and forth that you're afraid of the change. If the change comes, it be beautiful. Is it going to be ugly? Positivity, negativity, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and you're like heavy in your head. Okay, so I don't like ending it on that note though, but the devil did want to say something. So now that we ended it with that, let's just say some guidance, closing messages, uplifting message that we can say, uplifting message for this viewer, something to speak life into them. So it's low key giving like you don't have to hold back. You don't have to be. It's low key giving. Okay, so this is actually kind of counterproductive, a little bit, but it's giving like you don't have to feel rushed. That's what it's low key giving. Like you don't have to feel rushed. You don't have to feel like you're being held back in a way either, because every action that you make is birthing this reality. Whether it's prolonging it or not, it's still in the story of you writing it. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you should be happy that you are writing it with all the knowledge, with all the patience, with all the, questioning things and stuff. Like, you're being better safe than sorry type of energy. And that's beautiful. Okay, and you should be happy. You should be pleasantly surprised by this. The divine is actually happy with you potentially for this as well, because you're being safe. You know what I'm trying to say? You're planning, you're getting like you're testing things out. Let's say you do book a flight, or you look at the flights and you're saying, okay, it's cheaper this way. That's more bang for your buck. You know what I'm trying to say? So like you're planning everything out strategically. Maybe you're researching the languages in South Africa. Maybe you're like, doing whatever the heck you need to do. And that, even though it seems like it's holding you back, it is still preparing you for that reality that you're trying to birth. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to close it out, and I thank you so much for watching. Peace.